Hey guys, welcome to the channel. You already know Sydney Sweeney has spent the last few years becoming one of the most talked about actresses in Hollywood. Euphoria, Anyone But You, The Housemaid. The work speaks for itself, but so does the dating history. Let's get into it. Jonathan Davino, 2018 to 2025. We start with the long one. Jonathan Davino is a Chicago-based businessman, not an actor, not a musician, not someone who turns up on red carpets. He and Sydney were together for the better part of 7 years, got engaged in 2022, and for a long time appeared to be quietly, solidly on. Which makes what happens next in this timeline all the more interesting. Because in 2023, Sydney Sweeney went to Sydney, Australia to film a rom-com called Anyone But You opposite Glen Powell. And somewhere between the harbor views and the on-screen chemistry, things got complicated. The engagement to Davino quietly ended in 2025. No dramatic statement, no explainer, just over. Glen Powell, 2023, let's set the scene. Sydney and Glen are cast as romantic leads in Anyone But You, a film about two people who can't resist each other. They film on location in Australia. Photos emerge, body language is analyzed by almost every person on the internet. Glen and his then-girlfriend Gigi Paris split. Sydney is still, at this point, engaged. The rumor mill went into overdrive. Here's the thing though, a significant number of people believe this was never a romance at all, that it was a marketing campaign. The theory: what better way to sell a will they won't they rom-com than to make the audience genuinely unsure if the leads are living one in real life? The film made over $200 million worldwide on a modest budget, a blockbuster success. This means that if it was all a ruse, it worked spectacularly for all involved, except perhaps the other halves. Neither Sydney nor Glen ever confirmed a relationship. Sydney remained engaged through the press tour. Glen addressed the speculation with the diplomatic vagueness of someone who has been very carefully media trained. This speculation added to the intrigue. Real, manufactured, or somewhere deliciously in between, it worked. MGK 2025. Now here's a rumor that raised some eyebrows. In 2025, Sweeney and Machine Gun Kelly were reportedly spotted together, sparking a fresh wave of speculation. Given that MGK had recently come off his very public, very documented relationship with Megan Fox, a relationship that had itself become a full media ecosystem, complete with blood vials and matching tattoos, and more red carpet moments than most people have hot dinners, the internet had thoughts. Strong ones. Very strong ones. Nothing was confirmed. It appears to have been brief, a rumor that surfaced, did its lap, and faded. We include it because we include everything, but we move swiftly on. Danilo Gentili, 2025. Also in 2025, and yes, there are a lot of entries for 2025. We see it too. Sydney was rumored to be linked with Brazilian comedian and TV host Danilo Gentili. This one genuinely caught people off guard, if only because it came from a completely different corner of the entertainment world. Again, nothing was confirmed. Again, brief. 2025 was a big year for Sydney Sweeney rumors, and honestly, we respect the energy. Scooter Braun, 2025 to now. And here we are, the current chapter, and finally a confirmed one. Scooter Braun. Music industry heavyweight, former manager of Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande, and a man perhaps best known in recent years for his very public dispute with Taylor Swift over her master's catalog. He and Sydney Sweeney went public in 2025, and this one is the real thing. It is, on paper, an unexpected pairing. Sydney is one of Hollywood's biggest rising stars. Scooter operates largely behind the scenes of the music world. The age gap, Sydney's 28 and Scooter is 44, is notable. The cultural baggage, particularly for our Taylor Swift fans, and I know that's most of us, is significant. And yet, here they are. We're watching this one with interest, cautiously, given the Swiftie implications, but watching nonetheless. And that's the full run, from a long, quiet engagement, through the most lucrative maybe romance in recent Hollywood history, to the present day. Sydney Sweeney remains, above all else, genuinely unpredictable, and we're here for it. Drop a comment below. Do you think Glen was real, or was it the marketing play of the decade? You already know that is what we all want to talk about. Like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.